There's a lot that's on my mind right now. They're not light thoughts or nice thoughts. Um, let me just start a cigarette. I need to start a cigarette before I even start. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Uh, it is not this. It's not a safe city. It is not a good city. Uh, for what I've had gathered from foreigners and people outside of California and outside of the United States, is that California is pretty and the place for many opportunities, and anything is possible here in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. um if you're a foreigner watching this, sorry to burst your bubble, it's not like that at all. It's restricted, limited, not safe at all. There's opportunities. I'm not gonna lie to you and say there's no opportunities here. So there's plenty of opportunities, but opportunities cost at a price. Not just money wise, but I'm talking about spiritually and morally wise. A lot of people here make their money in different ways that are not so good. That was kind of heavy. That's much better. And I don't like being here too many. I'm an LA guy. I'm fucking born here. I'm probably gonna die here. But I'm getting really tired of being in Los Angeles. I don't have a car, so it just makes it harder to live in Los Angeles. But even then, with a car, there's so much shit to deal with. Even if you have a car, you still can't avoid and escape the degeneracy in the city. Like, the people here are so fucking insane and so fucking miserable, and no one talks about it. We all pretend that they're not miserable. Everyone here pretends they're not miserable in Los Angeles. They on their social medias, and the media and the TV shows, they make it look nice and clean and pretty, but it's dirty, disgusting, and ghetto. LA is ghetto. I don't like ghetto. I don't like looking at ghetto behavior, ghetto people, ghetto attitudes and mindsets. It really bugs me because they are one of the most selfish, pathetic, weak types of people anywhere. And I'm getting hard to really let my guard down. It's not that, no. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. I don't feel relaxed. I don't feel good around a particular group of people. And I'm trying my best not to feel that way. I'm trying my best to give many the benefit of the doubt. But I have so much bad experience with a certain type of group. I'm getting really, really frustrated with them. And I really, really just avoid most of them. I don't want to interact with many of them. But even though there's a lot of good people in that group, just the other side of that group is so much more prevalent and so much more everywhere that you can't really escape. I can't escape it. I'm not sure what people perceive and how they feel and think. I can only tell you what I feel and think, and I just can't. I'm starting to really have a hard time feeling nice around black people. Like, I'm starting to get irritated, uncomfortable, and just rather be anywhere else than around them. And, this all stems from a lot of negative interactions I've had with them in public settings, in the metro system. That means the buses, the transits, the trams, the trains, all of it. And not even just on the metro system, it's even walking in Los Angeles, going to a restaurant, going to a bar, going to the library. You're gonna encounter some fucking form of these ghetto individuals. And they're not necessarily just black people, they're Latinos, they're whites, they're just a whole lot of ghetto shit in LA, and I'm getting really fucking tired of it. Like, it's so irritating. There's so much ghetto behavior and it irritates me the fuck out of it. I don't like that shit. I don't like how they're so fucking annoying, and then they want you to respect them, but they don't respect anyone else in their environment. You know how stupid that is? Yesterday, I was on the G line, on the Orange line in Los Angeles. It is not a safe line to be. It's not a safe bus line. Or yeah, it's it runs through the valley. It starts in North Hollywood and goes all the way to like past Coang. It goes, it goes Chatsworth, I think. It goes to the valley. It goes right through the valley and then goes a little bit up. And this line is known for being a shitty fucking line. You know, you're gonna encounter drug addicts, homeless, hookers, drug dealers. You're gonna find all sorts of characters on this line on the day, in the night, in the afternoon, the weekdays, the weekends. It's not the only bus line that's like that. There's several of them in Los Angeles. There's a notorious blue line in Los Angeles that I've been on a few times, and it's also just as bad, if not worse, than the orange line. It's probably worse because the G line goes through South LA, and you see you see some bullet shots at the glass in some of these train stations. Oh yeah. I'm not sure how often they replace them, but you'll see some with gunshots, broken glass, fights and brawls in the fucking blue line. For sure, blue line will have that. People will get robbed on the blue line. I got into a fight on the orange line 2 weeks ago, and last night I had an altercation with two black guys because I was standing too close to him, which I wasn't. I wasn't standing close to that guy at all. He had plenty of space, but he decided to put his hands on me like this, say, "Oh, back up," and I'm like, whoa, relax, what are you fucking doing? Why the fuck are you touching me? Then he just started screaming, "Back the fuck up, I'll hurt you." And then the other guy behind me, some other dumb black guy, was like, "Back the fuck up, what you doing? We hetero men don't like guys behind us." And I'm like, he thinks I'm gay, I don't really care. Obviously, these two are fucking dumbasses, but I can't do anything besides stay quiet, stay calm, and have control over myself, because there's two individuals who don't have control over themselves whatsoever. But as we were arguing from where I got on to the last stop, which wasn't that far, the guy was starting to fight me. He said I didn't care about my life, I ended up sitting down and going away from him because this guy is fucking a loser and this other guy's a loser. And what I know about losers is that losers hang out with other fucking losers. So I stayed quiet, stayed cleared, but I kept my guard up because these guys are you never know with African Americans, you never fucking know. That's why I don't feel comfortable near them. I do not know with you guys. That's why I don't care. It's not a nice thing to say. It's not nice to think this way. I don't want to, but I am gonna have to be this way because you guys are just not fun to be around. You guys are not good to be around with. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be near you, but what can I do, right? All I can do is just stay calm, relax, and move on my way. It's not worth getting to these altercations with these people because that's what they're looking for. Why give them what they want? And he said this, why'd you put your hands up if you didn't want anything? Because you fucking touched me, idiot. Fucking moron. Why'd you put your hands up? Because you fucking touched me. Who wouldn't put their hands up when you're fucking trying to push them away? Do you see how stupid they are? You see how dumb they are, and they don't care about anyone else but themselves? That's just an example, a recent example. And it's funny. He called me undomesticated. He called me an alien. He called me illegal. The guy is not just only African American, but he's really dark skinned, and he called me a monkey. Yes, a black guy called me a monkey. The guy who looks more like a monkey than me called me a monkey. So I know this guy wasn't just has some issues. He just doesn't. He's racist as well because he was already saying, "Oh, I'm sick and tired of you aliens," and I'm like, "Well, I speak fucking perfect English. I don't know what makes you think I'm a fucking illegal besides the way I look, So that's when I know like this guy really just doesn't like Latinos. And it's funny because black guys don't like Latino guys, but then will go after our fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? They'll be racist to Mexicans and then still want to fuck our bitches. That's so fucking hypocritical, which is why I don't respect black people. I just can't anymore. I don't respect y'all. I don't want to be near you. I don't want to hear you. I'm getting really tired of it. I don't want to be like this because at the same night that I had two black guys screaming at me and fucking threatening me, I had a nice conversation with an older black guy, 32, older than me, and it was a nice interaction. It helped me calm down. It helped me realize that not every single one of them is like those two. But you encounter those two types more than the other type. You encounter more of these ghetto African Americans than the fucking regular ones. And I'm in Los Angeles. These people are everywhere. These ghetto lame fucks are everywhere. And I'm just speaking for myself. Okay? I'm not saying this is what LA thinks. I'm not saying this is what anyone else thinks. I'm saying this is what I mean. I do not like being next to them in the bus, in the metro, or in public. I do not care. LA is not safe. And it's not just them. There's Latinos that act ghetto as fuck too. They act black. I don't understand it. You're not black. Why are you acting black? Maybe it's just a ghetto behavior in your environment. That's still no excuse to me. I do not give a fuck about their sad stories. I do not give a fuck about what little childhood event made them this way. I do not care. Because there's hundreds of them and they do not give a fuck. And I know this isn't a very popular opinion. Most of the things I say and do and like aren't very popular, so I'm starting to not really care anymore. But I'm just saying, LA is not safe. There's a lot of ghetto people everywhere. LA is ghetto. LA is trashy. It's ghetto, it's trashy. It's not nice. Even the regular people are assholes, man. Even regular people are assholes. So for any people wanting to come to Los Angeles from outer states or for fucking out of country, don't come here. Go anywhere else but here. A lot of people from different countries and different states come to LA and then they end up homeless, drug addicts. They end up as hookers or they get trafficked. This is reality. When you come to LA without being mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared, and having some money and having some friends in the city, you are gonna get screwed over. You're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get drugged. You're gonna get SA'd. This city is not safe. It is not nice. It is not kind. It is not for the weak-hearted, and it's not for the kind. I wish it was. I wish there was more kindness in the city. I'm trying my best to be kind and not be, judgmental, but it's very hard not to be. It's very hard not to be. Because I've met so many nice African Americans, but the interactions the negative interactions outweigh so much of the positive interactions. It outweighs it so heavily that it's just, I'm just starting to not care anymore. So yeah, this city is not safe. I'm starting to get tired of the city and its people, and it's not just black people. You know, there's all ghetto comes in all color, but I just happen to always just encounter African Americans and fucking other Latino ghettos, and I'm just getting tired of it. Like, why the fuck are you guys tripping? Like, it's so fucking annoying. Literally, I'm literally getting tired of it. That's why I really just want a car so I can travel. Yes, you encounter idiots on the road. You encounter crazy fucks on the road in LA. This is no joke. LA is not fun to walk in, not fun to drive in. It's not even fun to be in a fucking metro. The only time you really have fun is when you're with people you fucking know. Oh, God. And if you don't know many people, well, sucks for you. It really does. So yeah. I don't understand why people like LA so much. I really don't. It's just really crappy, overpopulated. Like, it's struggling here. Like, I know many people out in the streets. I seen people out in the streets. I know 2 people out in the streets. I used to be out in the streets. I worked my ass off to get this fucking studio apartment. I know other people are trying to do the same thing with themselves, but it's hard. It's tough, especially if you don't really have people in your life, especially you don't have any family, you don't have any friends. This is why a lot of homeless are from outer state or even from our state. But a lot of them come from different countries and different states, and they end up homeless or worse. And they're stuck and they're not being helped. And it's just a repeating cycle. And no one is saying it or doing anything about it. They're not even addressing it, you know? So yeah. I mean, LA's never been safe. But when I was a kid, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so horrible. But it progressed into the state which it's at now. With people being assholes, too many ghetto fucks in the streets, thinking they can do whatever they fucking want because they're scary and intimidating. It's just so annoying. Like, I'm trying not to let it get to me. I really am trying to let it go, but I have to keep my guard up. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. I feel like I have to walk with a sense of paranoia with me. Like, I have to put myself in a paranoid mindset when I go out in LA. And I want to be able to just walk and listen to my music without having to fucking fear for my life that someone's gonna fucking try to stab me, rob me, kill me and shit. Or fight me over fucking nothing, dude. Over nothing, dude. These fights, these people, these motherfuckers, these ghetto fucks do absolutely the most for fucking nothing. And it's because they don't give a fuck. Looking at some lucky strikes that I still got from the other day. So I'm gonna just try to be quiet, still, and avoid them. Give them space. Treat them like a wild animal, you know, just observe from a distance. Observe from a distance. Don't engage, don't interact, don't answer any of their questions, don't look eye contact, but don't keep them out of your sight. You know, we gotta look at them like wild animals, you know. Don't look directly in their eyes. Don't make sudden noises, don't make sudden movements, stay calm. Walk around, you know, keep your eye on them. Don't turn your backs, and breathe. That's the best strategy you can fucking do. Cause I'm not gonna fight, cause that's just a fucking waste of time. I'm not gonna do that unless put in a situation that I have to fight, then yes, I will fight. But I'd rather not fucking do anything. I'd rather just fucking listen to my music and keep on fucking walking, to be quite frank with you. I already know that this video and this topic is not like... I had a hard time even trying to figure out what to say when I was gonna make this video, and I just end up just ranting about what I didn't like about LA, the experiences and the other experiences people have. Cause dude, these people do not give a fuck. They'll do their drugs right on the bus, in the train. They'll light up their little crack pipes and get all fucking torched up and shit. You know, they start torching. And I stopped some, and some others have stopped others because we're just trying to get home or to fucking work, and we don't want to smell, look, or even be near any of that. I mean, the metro has gotten more stricter, which is good, but you still have a lot of assholes and fucking ghetto fucks going in and through the system. Man, this city used to be something, and now it's just trash. It's trashy. It's annoying. It's superficial as fuck. It's fake as fuck. Everyone here pretends that they're happy or they're fulfilled, and but they're not. Everything here sucks, and this like. Even the famous people here suck, bro. Even the famous people in LA fucking suck. Man. So I really don't have anything positive to say about LA besides the fact that I was born here and raised here. And this is where my family's from. I like the weather. The women are at least nice to look at. Sometimes. Dude, that's all I got to say. I don't really have much to say. If you're from LA, let me know what you think. If you're from LA, let me know what you think. If you're not from LA, what's your perception of Los Angeles? How do you see LA? Because, I've been told that, oh my God, LA is so beautiful, everybody is so wonderful. From people who aren't from LA, for people who only are in LA for a few days or on vacation and shit. If you live in LA, I think you might have different opinions and perspectives, because there's some parts of LA I'm not gonna try to go into because there's just too much ghetto assholes, dude. Like some parts in LA, you're just better off not even going. You're better not even socializing in that area. You're better not even socializing with anyone from that area. All right, and I'm not gonna say what areas because there's so much areas that are trash in Los Angeles. But yeah, I avoid certain groups of people from certain groups of LA because those areas are heavily concentrated with ghetto fucks, and I don't like ghetto. I really don't. I don't like ghetto people. I don't like ghetto behavior. I don't like ghetto mindsets. I really don't. I do not care where they stem from. I don't care what trauma, sad little story they have. When everyone has a sad little fucking story. I do not give a fuck because it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. They make it an excuse, and they make it a way to try to excuse their misbehavior and shit, but I don't give a fuck. I do not like ghetto people. I do not like this LA. This LA is ghetto. This LA is trash. This LA is just superficial. I fucking hate it. I didn't think it was going to be this long of a video. I didn't think I was going to even be able to be this expressive. I was trying to mellow down. I was trying to put a lid on it, but I just can't. I'm just tired of it, dude. I have to walk with a certain mentality that, you know, no one cares. There's assholes everywhere. There's gonna be people with hate in their heads everywhere, in their hearts. I had to keep that mentality and, like, you know, relax, stay calm. Go to the train, to the tram with the less people. Go to the bus portion that has the least amount of people, and ghetto people. You know, avoid, walk away. Don't say shit. Just keep on going, walking. You know, don't do anything until they do something. That's the mentality I walk with in LA. That you don't know what's gonna happen. Stay calm, stay relaxed, stay careful. Give people their space. Give fucking go away from them. Avoid fucking people. Avoid them. Cause God, these fucking people in LA, they're fucking miserable, dude. They're so miserable, dude. They make the environment miserable. And God, and some of these people carry big knives, dude. Like, one time on Hollywood and Vine station, I was going back to the valley from Hollywood, and I saw this black guy from the side of my view. He had a huge knife, a knife like this long. So this was the. My bad, I need to put my cigarette down. So this is the handle, let's say. This was the handle. The blade is from where my fists start, right here, where my fists start, and to the tip. It was just a blade like that. And he was just having it like that. And there was someone behind him, dude. There was someone behind him so close too. He was just having it like this. And he was like that on the escalators, kind of like looking at me. And I would just like, why is he fucking looking at me? But I just kept walking towards the opposite direction that he was heading to. I kept my peripheral vision on him, and I went away. You know, he didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to him. You know, there was no interaction, just visual. And I could just tell you, he's probably not the only one with a knife that big walking around Los Angeles. There's gonna be several of them with guns, knives, pipes, hammers. A lot of these people have whatever they have on them, and they will use it on you. And they might just fucking get away with it too. Because the police response time in LA is really, really fucking bad, bro. It's bad. The response time in LA is horrible. There's not enough police, or they defund the police a lot. I mean, it's a sanctuary city. I don't really know what that fucking means. I just know that sanctuary cities have like the worst police departments, and it's not usually their fault. It's just that, you know, they're so limited. So, God, I'm just so tired. I feel better letting this out. So I'm gonna call it a fucking day.